So cool, I'm live. People are going to get here when they get here. But if they get here, what I am doing is setting up polling place locators, which means, so for my day job, I am doing basically like election texting, but not the kind that you don't sign up for. You have to want to get it. And there's a tool that you can use to like text in and find your polling place or Dropbox or whatever. And I have to set a bunch of those up for my clients. And it's a really tedious process. And I've been having this thing where I'm anxious, and then like that all gets into my brain. And it's like, you have so many things to do. How about you can't complete any of them? You're just like, you can start a bunch of tasks and never finish them, but I need to finish them. These need to get done today so that people can look up their polling places. And I have, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 clients to set this up for, times 3, because there's a polling place, there's an early vote one, and there's a Dropbox locator that I have to build. So I'm going to do, I just figured I would do that, and I would do it while you watch me, so I feel pressured to get it done. The other day I was texting with my friend Bree about like this ADHD coping mechanism. I don't have like an ADHD diagnosis, but I find that a lot of the like strategies that people use to cope with it are really useful to me. I don't know what that means. But one of them is this thing called body doubling or body mirroring, which is basically just like, it's easier to be productive when you are with someone also doing the task that you're trying to do. So it's like when I'm like dyeing my hair and I watch hair dyeing videos on YouTube, or like maybe a more normal example of that is like when you go sit in a coffee shop and you work and other people are working, and that just like helps you get in the zone. We can't go sit in coffee shops and work anymore. And I have found that has made it hard to complete tasks. So I thought I would just like, we'll just like have a vibe. I have a tea here. It's not a coffee, but I have a tea here. I have y'all here. Maybe you'll talk to me in the chat. I see there are a couple folks watching, and I'm just going to set up these polling place locators. And I'm not going to talk a ton. I'm mostly going to try to just get this done. But if you have questions for me, ask them. I know that this name of the stream is setting up polling place locators, so that you don't have to like ask me voting questions. I know that I talk about it constantly. You're probably good. I mean, if you have voting questions, ask away. Catherine said most of the ADHD coping strategies are focused on helping improve executive function, and many mental health issues can impact executive function. Yes, depression is one of them. So, at the very least, that might be why it helps me. But we're gonna just work together. If you have like questions for me, or you like want to just like say hi in the chat, go for it. But otherwise, I have some like very gentle lo-fi beats going on in the background. I don't know if you can even hear them. They're like playing on my speaker over there. And I'm just gonna work. And you can hang out. I'm hoping that I can get these all done in an hour. Like, I really think that this is one of those things where it's like you stress out for like 2 weeks over an email that takes 5 minutes to send. Hopefully I can do this fast. And I'm just gonna set these up. It is some light coding. I am a woman in STEM. And you can work with me if you want. If you are working on something too, you can tell me about it in the chat, and I'll, I don't know, read it. Okay. All right, I need to get out of my inbox. I need to just focus on this and do this. You know what? We're going to be reckless. We're going to close the email tab entirely. Catherine's trying to finish edits for a report for work. Do you guys like these productivity streams? I really like them a lot, which is weird to me. I'm like, if somebody could start a Twitch that's just that, like, them doing their like emails, I would watch the shit out of it. Project's working on some songwriting and organizing work. Earthy Reens is here because I'm one of the only people that talked about doing YouTube ad. I'm not sure if I follow. It's probably a failure of my brain and not your question, but it's 5 days till election day. All right, so we're going to set up these polling place locators so that people can locate their polling places. This first one's going to be fast because I think I started them already and I just haven't finished them because. All right. Okay, yeah, I've done the early vote and the polling place locator. I just need to do the Dropbox. That should be easy enough. Okay, let's just clone the polling place one. Also, like, I don't know, like, should I just be talking through what I'm doing? Oh, YouTube and working full time. Yes, I am working full time right now. I am doing the job for which I am paid a salary and given health insurance. So relatable. This may be the first, I mean, people at my job know that I do YouTube, but it's maybe the first job that I have gotten that wasn't like directly because like I make YouTube videos and people are like, you make YouTube videos, that means we can pay you to internet. But a job that I got because I made YouTube videos and was paid to internet got me into the political texting biz, and that got me this job. Okay, cloning the locator. Hi, chosen one, Lando. I will attempt to shine. What else is everybody working on? There are 13 people here. I imagine you're, oh, somebody just left. And they're like, I take offense. What is everybody else working on today? All right, just have to add the parameter and drop underscore off equals true. And now it's a drop off locator. Easy as that. See, this is a thing that I could have completed before just this moment. But now I have Aaron. I'm assuming your name is pronounced Aaron. Tell me if I'm wrong. He's trying to write a chem paper. Yikes. I thought the point of chem was that you didn't have to write papers. I'm sorry. That sounds difficult. Okay, hey, 1 of 14 done. I had a head start on that one, but still, I'm proud of me. Okay, the rest of these should go fairly fast. Who in the chat has close enough? Here's my thing, Aaron, or Aaron, possibly. Always make people say your name right. That's the thing you deserve. So you can correct me in the chat. That's fine. You don't have to say close enough. Katrina is cleaning up some data, and it's incredibly tedious. My thing is also tedious, Katrina. Setting up polling place locators. This one is for Emily's list. Okay, 2020 polling place locator. Also gonna like not save this to my channel when I'm done with it because, you know, Danielle's on their lunch break from poll worker training. Yes, that's awesome. Was it Aaron? Is that the correct pronunciation? think maybe it was RN. Yay, poll workers. Agreed. I really wanted to be a poll worker this year because I am, relatively young and healthy, but I do need to do my job, which is also helping with elections, and it is a tough pill for me to swallow that I can't do everything. I'm working in an election related job, and I'm also volunteering for candidates, and part of it I'm like, oh my gosh, what if something happens with one of my clients during this phone bank and I have to leave the phone bank? It's like I did too much. I'm doing too much, which is a hard lesson that I'm learning this year. Is maybe you can be more effective if you do less, but pick really well. Okay. Olivia is, you live in a different state than you vote. You know what? So are you a college student? I think that's very, very typical for college students, but maybe other people, I don't really know. Is it impressive? I feel like there are people, well, here's the thing. The culture of campaigning and organizing is deeply capitalist. You're just gonna get how much I sing to myself during my day that you don't see in videos. Yeah, it's very, very grind culture. There are no hours in the day that you're not working, and it's very we got to leave it all in the field. We don't want to feel like we, if we had just worked that extra hour, that extra weekend, that extra minute, that could have been the reason that we lost an election, right? I disagree, which is why I don't work directly in campaigns anymore. I feel like if people are rested and refreshed, they can do a better job. There's a lot of this happens every September to October. Everybody is crabby. People are frustrated. They are tired. People make mistakes they don't need to make. So I feel like, the election cycle is now a year and a half long. It could be shorter, in my opinion. It could be less intense, but we live in a society. Okay, setting up this polling place locator. Get the request method to get response format to text. All right. Polling place locator, general election, geocode, inputs. All right. Create. Oh, Vivian's here. Vivian's been phone banking with us. Most everybody here has been phone banking with us, which is okay, yeah, who would click on a live stream titled Setting Up Polling Place Locators? We have a brand here at ItsRadishTime. But Vivian said, I needed to hear this, getting so many volunteer requests. Yeah, that's something also, especially running these live stream phone banks that I've been doing. They've been going really well, and we've been switching candidates more or less every week, and then the candidates are like, that went so well, can you do another? And I'm like, help, but I want to do another. I'm doing 4 phone banks this week. I'm doing one tonight for Amanda White Eagle. If you want to sign up for that, now I'm being a hypocrite too. I'm sign up for another phone bank with me. That one's just going to be on Zoom. It's with Sister District. It is not going to be on my channel, but I'm leading it because I showed up and I made a lot of dials and answered some questions in the Zoom chat. Yeah, Sister District is wonderful. So Sister District Wisconsin is one of the places that I found Amanda White Eagle through, who've been phone banking for on this channel. She's also run for something candidate. So double joy. Okay, what else am I trying to do here? I'm trying to set the default and error response. Okay. And I'm trying to set the no results found response. All right. That is updated. And now I should just be able to clone that and change the parameters to do early vote and to do drop boxes. So the first one takes the longest, and it really, like, honestly takes like 2 minutes if I'm not distracted, but at all times I'm distracted. That executive function. Okay, clone. Is it okay? Like, is it chill with you if I'm just like mostly quiet while I do that? Is that weird? Or would you'd be fine with just sitting here and clicking things with me? Like, I'll say something if I have something to say, but I realize I am trying to come up with things and failing. All right. 2020 early vote locator. Shit, I made a mistake. I made a mistake on the last one that I need to fix. I'm going to fix it right here. And then I'm going to change the parameters to early vote equals true, include hours, include dates. Okay. Bless. That one should be good. Olivia's reading for class. What class are you reading for, Olivia? This is here. I'm just checking the chat while like pages load. Okay. I'm going to go back and fix the mistake that I made. Nope, that's the wrong one. Documentary research methods, that's cool. Are you like a film student? Sometimes I wish I had learned more about film. But here's my problem. I like video. I don't like to watch movies like as a whole, and I know that's like my weird like not a normal person thing. Because I'm just like, I don't really care what movie. I just like don't want to sit down and like pay attention for an hour and a half. Again, not diagnosed with ADHD. However, focus for 90 minutes to 2 hours couldn't be me. And so like, yes, media studying, I'm just like bad at, because I'm like, I truly shan't watch a whole movie from start to finish. Triforce 4 is here, the hype man, to hype up random live videos. Yeah, let's vote. Triforce, thank you for, like, honestly, that worked. I am hype. I am here setting up polling place locators and doing some productivity with everybody. People are studying for class. We're all voters here, though, yeah? Triforce 4, are you a voter? Yeah. RN watches movies in half-hour chunks. Word. Yes, to fine-tune your production skills. That's something that I am lacking. I make YouTube videos that really could just be podcasts, but like, I don't know, podcast. Catherine's not really a movie person either. There's few movies I've ever seen more than once. Have I seen any movies more than once? I feel like I go to a movie theater like once a year, usually at the behest of my girlfriend. and I see like a movie, or I will like see a movie for the culture. Like I remember whatever year Selma came out, Selma was the movie that I saw. Oh, you know what movie I've seen a bunch of times? Juno. Do you remember that from like the early 2000s with what's her name? Ellen Page. I loved that movie. I was very quirky at the time. I had that on DVD. I also had Snakes on a Plane on DVD, but that was really more for the lulz back in MySpace days. Yeah, even on podcast, you can't escape. Danielle's got to go. Thanks for hanging out. I'm the only YouTuber that you care to go on a live stream for. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint because this is not a fun live stream. But thanks for stopping by. Yes, that movie made me fall in love with Diablo Cody too. You know what movie I do mean to see, because everybody is like talking about it now, even though it came out like 10 years ago. It's Jennifer's Body. Apparently it was like a awesome feminist film, but the way it was marketed made it seem horrible, and I never saw it. But maybe I'd watch it. I have a list of movies that I was like, oh, in core, I'm gonna like watch movies. No, I'm not. Nothing about who I am changed. And so I have not viewed a film in this year quarantine. I haven't seen Black is King. I want to see that. Gotta get that like Disney Plus login from somebody. I'm glad that everybody in the chat can't sit through a movie. Oh, I did see Into the Spider-Verse, but I think I saw that when it came to No, I went to the theater for Into the Spider-Verse. That was actually a really good movie. I was like, Spider-Man, but it was great. Janica's here as a Canadian for moral support. You know what? The Canadians welcome. I'm actually not doing any am I doing voting promotion activity? Yes, I'm setting up polling place locators for my day job. And I'm just trying to stay focused, which is why you are all here with me, because I feel like if I'm in front of you, I have to get it done. Okay, we're adding the Dropbox parameters for a Mo's list. It's taken me this long to set up one. Well, this is my second one that I've done. Sixth one that I've done, really, because there's 3 per client for early vote election day and drop boxes. All right, that's loading. Did I fix the mistake that I made? Let's see. Yes, I did. Okay. Gotta change the name of this one to 2020 Dropbox locator. And that is client number 2. I have a list of them. I made a list of everybody that I need to set these up for. Eric, get my email while this loads so that I can see what's befallen my inbox while I have been live. Why are there 22 people just watching me do my job? Thank you all. It's very sweet of you to be here and be supportive and doing your own work. There's only one polling place for your city. Yeah, each. Yeah, there's 21,000 registered voters. I live in New York, and my polling place has 30,000 voters assigned to it. Some of them have up to like 100,000, and people have been waiting in line for a really long time, and that's not okay. I mean, like I really appreciate that people are willing to do it and people understand the importance of it, but it should not be that time intensive. How do I find out that number? Local journalism, Olivia. Support local journalism. I subscribe to an online publication called Gothamist. It is sort of like the long form writing version of WNYC, the radio station. and they do local reporting on New York City. And I really like struggled to have a sense of place after I moved here. I was like, I live in New York, which is basically nowhere, because so many people here are transplants. Until I started subscribing to Gothamist, because reading local reporting, gosh, all of us should be so lucky to have good local media that will report on how many people are assigned to a polling place and what the average wait times are at by polling place, right? More and more, I really feel like everything is local. Like the way that we accomplish what we want in politics and in media and in communities is just be hyper local. Yeah, a few friends waited 3 to 4 hours. I went to the Board of Elections, so I didn't wait at all. But I had friends who waited for hours. Although I have heard for some people, it's like it's the longest line like right when it opens. So it's like if it opens at 10 a.m., like at 9:30, there's already an hour-long wait. But then if you go at like 2:30, you know, like in and out in 10 minutes. You moved to Bed-Stuy in August. Yeah, Olivia, Gothamist. There's also, gosh, what is it? It's a Brooklyner people like. It made me feel kind of like in a place here. Like this is like New York City is like now my hometown. Like if I think about, you know, like a lot of my friends like went home at the start of the pandemic, and I'm like, but this is home. Like Wisconsin is home, like spiritually for me, but like I really do feel like this is the place that I am in and where I am now from. And that's because of local journalism. All right, we've got an early vote. We've got a polling place. We need to set up a Dropbox on this one. Mandy's going to be a poll worker for the first time. You would no idea what to expect. That's really cool. My mom does volunteers as a poll worker and has for a couple of election cycles. She does like the opening and counting the absentee ballots. It's very cool. And she says it's fun and it makes her feel like she's doing a good thing to be part of the process, and that's what you're doing too, and you'll be fine. Masco's here from Germany. Yeah, thanks. It's time for radishes. People always ask me if I like really love radishes, the vegetable, and I mean, like I do like them, but my username has nothing to do with that. It has to do with a computer game called Peter Rabbit's Math Garden. I have a hot tea and an iced tea next to me, and I'm just alternating between the two. Everything feels deeply chaotic. All right, Dropbox locator. Dropbox, gotta change the parameter. We don't need hours for Dropbox because it's a Dropbox. We do need the city. Do we need dates for a Dropbox, do we think? Not a bad idea. I bet some states they go away. Drop_off equals true. Okay, define your, change that from polling place to Dropbox location. Dropbox location and update. Tried to grow radishes. I've never tried to grow radishes. I did have a garden once for a short time in my life. In college, I was rather a hippie, and I worked with some friends to start a community garden on my college campus. And I grew peppers and spinach and potatoes and sugar snap peas, and I assume other things, but those are what I remember, because that's the summer that I learned that red peppers and yellow peppers are just, or sorry, green peppers are just unripe red peppers and yellow peppers, which I did not know until I was like 21. All right, another client done. All right, let us move on to the next one. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I did 2 before I started this stream out of 17, which is really multiply all of that by 3. 3 locators per. Back to your English homework. Stay cool. Thanks. You too. Triforce 4. Hype man of mysterious live streams. All right. New 2020 polling race locator. Show available on PCRs. Get text. Assign custom web service parameter. Create. I'm tired, y'all. I decided I'm gonna like take a proper vacation at the end of the year, like not work. This is the thing, I've worked remotely for 3 years, and so like usually around the holidays, I just don't take off time. I'm like, whatever, like I can go home and visit my family and still do my job, so I just do. This year I will probably both not be going home to visit my family and not be working over the holidays, and I'm really excited to rest. Okay, let me edit the error responses. I've been live for half an hour and I have only done 3 of these. Yikes. Yikes me. You know what? Good. It's fine. This is how I'm gonna get it done. I'm gonna get it done. And then I don't have to sit and be anxious about this. I can switch to being anxious about something else. But not just that I have to set up whatever 17 times 3 is of these. Math? No, don't know her. 30, 51. Why did I do that to myself? All right, let's clone it and make it an early vote locator. All right, and we edit the URL. And hit update. Wait, did I do this one right? Yes, I did. You know, my sweater has these like big balloon sleeves and it makes me feel so cozy. I think I wore this the last time I live streamed to Film Bank, but it's raining here and it's been raining for like a week, and this is just my rain sweater. Katrina says, if it makes you feel any better, someone did a bulk upload of data and accidentally applied their own phone number to every voter. Woof. I had a client do that the other week, but it was an email, and it was a lot. So I don't envy you. Godspeed, Katrina. Okay, we've got early vote. Let's clone it and make it a Dropbox. Yeah, buddy. I also like this because I can be like more chill on this stream, like when I do my phone bags. I feel compelled, oh no, I just spilled iced tea. To be like very hype, because I get it, like phone banking is hard. And also when you're calling people, like you want to be like, I'm very like customer service voice. I'm like, hi, this is Taylor. I'm a volunteer with Amanda White Eagle for Wisconsin Assembly District 92. I'm like, you know, I gotta kind of be the cheerleader, but right now we can all just be in Struggle Town together, and that's fine. And 17 of you will tolerate it. So we're tired. Look, 5 days till the election. I had it in my mind to, like, well, the thing is, like, I also, like, I don't know what I'm going to make after the election, because I have no idea how it's going to go and how I'm going to feel and what I feel like will be needed to say. And Struggle Time now featuring cozy sweaters. That's right. And Annie's mac and cheese for lunch, because we are past the cycle where cooking exists. Gosh, what was I doing? Setting up a Dropbox locator. And I was saying something and I don't know what it was. Oh well. Let's release that thought into the wind. Yeah, oh yeah, like that I have no idea what to do, like what life is going to look like after Tuesday. I'm like, will we still be here? Like, I mean, like, yes, whatever happens, we're going to have to find a way to live with it and respond to it. But it just doesn't feel real. Like, it feels impossible to plan for what happens. So the other reason I'm going live is because it feels like a way for me to, like, oh no, I made a mistake. I just realized I made a mistake in the last one, then I cloned it into this one. All right, well, I can fix it. And yeah, so I have no plans for what my next video is going to be, which is unusual for me. So it might just not happen Sunday after the election. There might just not be a video. It might take a while. And so I'm just like, well, let me live stream extra. Let me throw some content into the void. And also let me get this thing done, which you're all helping me do. Okay, let me go fix my mistake. Change the response type from XML to text. Okay, now I've got to do that with the original locator too. Thank you for that purple friend heart. You know what's really fun is how everybody has we've sort of decided unofficially that there's this code where there's like hearts for like you know, romantic feels, and then there's like friendship hearts, and they're different colors. So like a red heart is like a romantic heart. Like you text somebody a red heart, that means like I like you. But if you text them like a yellow heart or a purple heart, it's like friends, and like you can like get upgraded if you're like talking to somebody. But yeah, I really think that's fun to talk to people about what their friendship heart color is. Mine's black, obviously, but like I feel like if you're like a yellow heart person or like a purple heart person, like that's like your friendship heart color, right? Am I right? Is this a thing? Vivian Tompkins says blue hearts are my go-to. Yeah, like everybody's got a friendship heart. Okay, that one's fixed. Now I gotta fix the regular pollen place locator. Change the response format. All right, that should be another one down. It's taking me like 10 minutes to do one of these, which is goofy, but I'll get there. I'll get there, damn it. I will be done with these today. Floxy, what is orange heart? I think orange heart is a flavor of friendship heart. Flower language, you know what? I'm not up on my flower language, which I feel like I should be, because that's like strikes me as like a very gay thing to do. But I'm not yet on that level. Raina's a yellow heart. Annie, yeah, it takes at least 10 minutes to do anything these days. Too real. Hi, Annie. I don't think I've ever seen you in one of my live streams before, so welcome. I appreciate you being here to hang out with me while I struggle through basic tasks. All right, next, client. Getting some locators. Oh, plus I set one of them up. Okay, we've got the general election day polling place locator, and we're just going to call that indivisible 2020 polling place locator. Oops, set the name of the client. We all forget that happened, right? Next, okay, update. And quiet subscriber. You know what? I appreciate my quiet subscribers because I'm a quiet subscriber to so many people, and I like try to comment, but like, you know what? Sometimes you just like don't know, or like you don't like. It feels like you have to say something like important, and it's like it's hard. Sometimes you don't have something important to say. You can just be like, you know, I enjoyed this. So I very much appreciate a quiet subscriber because I'm one of them. Vivian is focusing on emailing their professor. See you then. See you on Sunday, Vivian. Thanks for being here. $2020. The other thing is like I ask a lot. So like Christian is that they say unimportant things in comments. I ask a lot of you. I'm always like, tell me a whole story. So like I get it. You're like, I didn't ask for a homework assignment. I didn't want an essay question. I get it if you are not up to that. Although like I also take just like a high. I take an emoji heart of your preferred friendship color. Okay, 2020 early vote locator. And we change the parameters to early underscore vote equals true. Include dates equals true. Include city, hours equals true. All important for early vote. And update. It's a very old school YouTube thing that I do. Yes, I still YouTube like it's 2008, which is funny because I didn't even start my channel until like 2011. But yeah, I'm stuck on a very old, outdated, irrelevant thing, but I like it, so I'm gonna keep doing it. Clone this. Let's make it a Dropbox. This makes me feel so silly because I'm like, I work on like an account management side of like a tech company. And the accounts I manage are like political accounts. But like every so often I have to do the lightest, like, and when I say the lightest, I mean the lightest of coding. I'm like it can't even be called coding. I'm like using a little liquid and changing a URL parameter. And I'm like, I'm like, I feel like a hacker because I'm typing things that make phone go burr. 2020 Dropbox, which is really funny because I'm like, I'm a woman in STEM, but in the loosest sense of the word. Let's do Dropbox URL parameters. Text address. I'm just yelling words at you is what I'm doing. They mean something to me. And update. We did another one. Look at us. Look at us. That one only took 5 minutes. I had a head start. I'd already done the regular locator. So I only had to set up 2 that time. I think I might have done the same for this one. Hell yeah, I did. I love me. I love past me that got a task completed. And future me loves present me that's doing this now. Tiffany said, what are you doing? I am setting up text polling place locators. So like campaigns can be like text word to number and find your polling place, and then like it gets texted back to you. That is what I am setting up. I've missed a lot of chat because I accomplished something. Let's see. Annie says, I bet doing live streams is a lot like virtual teaching. You're talking to a bunch of people you think are there and listening, but you just can't quite know. I know, it's very strange. Well, like this is something I've learned working remotely over the past 3 years. Is like when you have to like give a work presentation and you just get no feedback whatsoever. And you're like, am I here? Do you hear me? It's weird. Katrina says I have the right wardrobe to be a hacker. Yes, I do. We're all black. And now I have a purple streak. So like cast me in your hacker CSI version. Let's see. Olivia went to class. Thanks for being here, Olivia. I missed you. You're probably already gone. Yeah, it's super weird to watch people adjust to this. The great thing about my workplace is that like we are very much a cameras off office. Like we do not have cameras on for every meeting, which I'm so glad because it's exhausting. Unless it helps, which is like right now, I'm like, you're looking at me, I have to do the thing. But sometimes it's like, you can't just be like looking at yourself in a meeting. It's exhausting. All right, let me clone this and make an early vote locator. Edit details. Okay. Change the URL parameters. All right, that bit's done. And I clone it. It goes so much faster when I've already set up the first part, which is the hardest, and then I can just like clone it. And are you asking what my name necklace is? This is it says Jolene on it, as in the Dolly Parton song. Annie said, I thought sleepy high schoolers were a bad audience. Virtual middle school is worse. Yeah, that sounds rough. Yeah, it's just not ideal. I mean, obviously going in person is not ideal either because pandemic. But like, gosh, it's got to be so hard for kids, and then it's so hard for you, and it's so hard for the parents, and just everything is so hard right now. And I have nothing comforting to say about that. But thank you for making the best of a really hard time. I'm sure the kids you teach appreciate it, even if they don't know that, can't articulate it. Yeah, this isn't actually my name, Jolene. It is just a song, a Dolly Parton song. I've actually been, as longtime viewers will know, oh, there's 59 people here. Where did y'all come from? 61. What is happening? Why are all these people suddenly here? I feel nervous. What are you doing? Yeah, it's a Dolly Parton song. Longtime viewers will know that I play guitar for like stress relief, and a thing that I've been learning is how to play, well, a simplified version of the lick in the start of Jolene, Dolly Parton song, repetitively over and over and over and over. And that makes my brain feel good. Stephanie said, any advice what to do in voter lines? Well, I mean, it varies from place to place. What I've been hearing around here is that the lines are really long right when the polling place opens, but if you go in like the afternoon, it's actually quite quick. So you might try that, or you might ask people around you where you live, if that would apply to where you live. Bring a book, bring a snack, bring hand sanitizer, wear a mask. Bring a folding chair if you've got one. And I appreciate you taking the time it takes to vote, and it shouldn't, and that's not great for a democracy that the lines are so long, but I appreciate you making the effort to stay in the line and do what you need to do. Maybe try the afternoon. Hopefully that goes faster. Vote early if you can. In many places that's quicker than election day. Okay. I've been here for almost an hour. I need to get these things done. I told myself it wouldn't take more than 2 hours to do this, and it shan't. Okay, let me edit the details of this one, turn it into a Dropbox, and then I'll have another one done. You know, it's funny, saying shan't with a Wisconsin accent does not sound fancy or posh. Very goofy. Yes, bring a water bottle, Katrina said. That is a great idea. Bring water, snacks. Dropbox, parameters. All right, another one done. We've only got 1, 2, well, that one I have to mess around with because it's already there, but I just have to do like a custom thing for them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 left. Let's do this. All right. It's set up part of the next one already. Let's hope. I don't know what happened. This stream is like very small, which I'm used to because I have a small channel and it's the middle of the day, and I'm not doing anything interesting. But like 20 people like all showed up. Well, there were 20 people for a long time, and then it became like 60, and now it's back to 44. I don't know what happened. That like a bunch of random people just like joined and left because they were like, "What is this? Why am I here?" Which like, I get it. I get it. Okay, here's one that I set up in 2018 for them. So I could probably just clone this and update it to the 2020 information. And then I don't have to redo the no results found message because that's the same. It's a really great thing is like when I've worked with clients for multiple years now, it gets easier, or we get to do more interesting things because I'm not spending all my time doing the basic stuff. Okay, 2020 polling place locator. Let's change this to the 2020 general election. Request. Non-text, 10 seconds address, ID, address, update. It's one done. Has mail-in voting been restricted in so many places? Why are still lines so long? Mail-in is so easy. Yeah, it really matters what state you live in and how available available mail-in voting is. Some states you have to have a reason, and the reason is like you are out of town or you are elderly, disabled. Some people don't even have that. Like accessibility in voting is a thing. And also the number of mail ballots that are being requested. Yeah, you know what? If you come here talking about Trump, you're getting blocked. Because we don't allow fascists in the chat. Yeah, there's such a high volume of requests that some people are like, they decided that they would vote in person because they didn't want to worry about if their ballot would get there. They didn't want other people to have to worry about if their ballot would get there in time. Also, the USPS, the Postal Service, has been intentionally slowed down. And so people are going to vote in person to make sure that their ballot gets back in time. That's something a lot of people are worried about. The thing I'll say is, if you did vote by mail or you're planning to vote by mail, the reason that they've done this is to make you scared that your vote is not going to be counted and to shake your faith in elections. Do not allow them to do that. Many states are now offering drop boxes that you can put your ballot in rather than having the mail have to deliver it. I am setting up locators for my clients right now so that they can help their text subscribers find those drop boxes. But people are just, they're choosing different ways to vote based on what's convenient for them and what they feel comfortable with. And that's how I think it should work. I think that there should be many options to vote for the many different types of people and situations that they live in. Oh yeah, if you do have to get a notary, most banks have a notary. I know it's like so frustrating that that's a thing, and it's garbage. In my home state, Wisconsin, you have to have a witness sign it. I mean, it could just be like somebody that you live with, but not everybody lives with somebody. And right now, you don't want to go to somebody's house that you don't live with to have them witness your ballot. But if you do need to go to a notary, a thing that I have learned from having to get something notarized in the past is most banks, if you go in, will have a notary. And they shouldn't charge you for it. Or I think in most states that require a notary for election, if I recall from writing How to Vote for Missouri, they are not allowed, like they are legally not allowed to charge you for it. Let me clean this and make it an early vote locator. This is my whole, like, this is the thing the hill that I will die on is like, I see all the time on the internet, people are like, election day should be a national holiday. That's how we fix voter suppression. Like, here's the thing. So many people who work in the US do not get national holidays off. When I worked retail, I worked at Old Navy folding jeans for 5 years when I was in high school and college. And we were like we started in my last year there being open on Thanksgiving Day, right? Like people who are medical professionals don't get holidays off because you always need nurses and doctors. People who are home healthcare workers, people who are domestic workers, people who are retail workers, like all of the people who are already the most marginalized and have the like least flexibility to go vote. They're not going to get that day off, even if it's a holiday. Like, sure, make it a holiday, but like also make widely accessible early voting and mail-in ballots for everybody. That's my hill. To me, like making Election Day a national holiday sort of feels like sorry, I just got a text and I got distracted. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's sort of like how a bunch of fancy companies, like startups and stuff, made Juneteenth a work holiday this year, and it's like people who don't hire Black people. I'm like, it doesn't reach the people that you want it to reach. Sure, do it. It's just like it's not the cure-all that you think it's going to be. Just many things. We need many ways to vote. All right, did I change this to the correct URL parameter? Okay, update that. Okay, let me clone it and make it. Great, that's Dropbox. I'm gonna edit the name of this one so I know it's there like that. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left to do. Hi, Bree. Bree is the one, by the way, at the beginning of the stream talking about the body doubling cupping mechanism, and Bree is the one who told me that that existed, and I was like, yo, everything makes sense. So that's why I'm doing this now. Okay, we are cloning this one and making it an early vote locator. And get a Dropbox. Yeah, Bree said, when I found out about body doubling, it was seriously like the end of a mystery book where all the pieces snap together and make sense. When Bree was texting me the other day, I was like, wait, what? This is why I behave in all of the ways that I behave. And I feel like this is a helpful thing to know about myself that will help me get things done. Dropbox locator. All right, change the URL parameter to drop_off equals true. And update. Do we have all three? Leave up polling place Dropbox. Another one down. All right, we're closing in. Now that we're back to being a smaller cut, I think it was a bit bigger when I was being more chatty. But what is everybody working on now? Who's here? Is it still the same people? Are there new people who have joined? I see a goth egg in the chat. Yo. All right, 2020. Polling. This one I have to do from scratch. I can't clone one. Polling place locator. Service URL. All right, request method get authentication method text timeout 10 seconds. No, not advanced request filter. Assign custom service parameters. Address. Create. And then I gotta go back and edit the default response. Gotheg is reading for Asian development class, and he is working on student template for recycled fashion product. Ooh, tell me more about recycled fashion. I have gotten into mending this year, like following visible mending. I say gotten into mending. I look at people mending. I have mended like 2 things poorly with black thread, would you believe? But I like looking at visible mending projects that people do because it makes me feel like that's a good thing to make your clothes last longer. Apple slices because snacks are good. Maybe I'll eat a pear after this, Katrina. I'm so close to being done. And then I'm gonna get to eat a pear. Bria is getting some emailing done and addressing and getting some postage for some mail. This is, for those of you who are on my Patreon and get my postcards, this is my mail drawer right here. I've got a whole bunch of, I have all of these stickers and I don't know why I have them or what I ever intended to do with them, but if you're on my Patreon and you got my Badly Drawn Bat zine, all of these are Badly Drawn Bat stickers. I don't know why I got them or what I intend to do with them, but they're here in my mail drawer, and then I have all my postcards and my postage in here. And it's very nice to sit and write postcards to some of you every month. It brings me joy. Tell me in the comments if you have an idea for what I should do with all those bat stickers. I also have a bag of googly eyes. that one time I went to the store to buy some postcards, and they had a $1 bag of googly eyes in the like checkout aisle, and I was like, I'm buying that. And then I stuck some googly eyes on a parking meter in my neighborhood, and then the bag's just been sitting there ever since. Annie's 7th and 8th graders are learning about climate impacts of trash and extreme weather events. You know who knows about extreme weather events? Zentoro, she's still in the chat. My girlfriend is a climate researcher. She researches flooding specifically, but extreme weather in general. Research and writing about and designing a recycled fashion garment. That's really cool, Annie. You seem like a great teacher. Like, can I be in your class? Can I be in middle school? All right, I'm editing this default error response to be, please reply with your full address. And example address. No results. Update. Oh, shit, I wanted that to geocode the inputs and allow users to text location. Make a badly drawn Batman dance video. Where just accumulate bat stickers as the video continues. That feels like a fun TikTok. 6th grade has been doing some witchy moon watching this month. Yo. Do you know about me and the moon? I feel like I don't talk about the moon enough on my channel, but I do some witchy moon watching in my own life. Right now, it is a waxing moon. We are 2 days to a full moon, but I think most people know that now because it's full moon on Halloween and everybody's like, ooh, spooky. But my life planner that I use has the moon phases every day, and so I'm just like always like, what's up, moon? Hey, you know, check in on my pal. All right, let's clone this and make it an early vote. Locator for the cool kids who vote early. I've been streaming for an hour and 13 minutes. Yeesh. I want to be done with this before 2 hours elapse, and I intend to in my heart. The moon is rad. The moon is rad and damp. The moon, she wet. What am I doing here? Trying to set up an early vote locator. Geocode the inputs, update. The app is just called Moon. I'm gonna download that app, but only after I get this done. I gotta get this done. That's why you're all here. It's because I need to complete tasks. A polling place locator is not gonna do much good for anyone soon. So it has to get done today. It has to get done by 5 p.m., which is in the next, well, it has to get done within 2 hours from when I started this, is what I've told myself. All right, which is 45 minutes from now. If I get it done sooner, great. All right, we got the Dropbox locator. Let's title it Dropbox locator so people know what it is. Update. All right, that's another one done. Where did my pen go? I'll get a new pen. That's another one done. We've got 4 left. We can do this. Some of them I'm certain I've already started. I think actually only one of them have I already started. The rest of them will be brand new. This one doesn't have any. Oof. That's when it takes the longest. 2020. Line, but I don't have one that I can copy and update. Paste locator. So close to being done. Wait, shit, did I? No. Did I do the last one as a response for my text? I've got to go back and check that last client as soon as I'm done with this. Because I don't know if I made that mistake that I almost made here but didn't make. Create. Well, let me just go back to that one and check. Oh no, it's fine. I did it right. It's just so tedious that like I have to like do all of these, like just change all of these lines, and it is easy to miss one. It's weird because I feel like there are like about 25 of you who are like real people that I'm used to seeing here, and then like every so often just like 20 randos join and like put garbage in the chat, and then I have to block them all. And I'm like, what are you here for? Why did you click on set up polling place locators with me? Like, why? This is interesting to 25 people only. There's another Taylor in my chat. My name's also Taylor. You maybe knew that. Moon pulling. You know what? My two fave things. All right, let me clone this. We are a great 25 people. Oh, that's probably it. Yeah, every so often, like, I make a video about voting and, like, randos are like, Trump. And I'm like, why are you here? Why? Like, what possesses you to do this? Okay, edit details. The thing is, like, the people who actually properly watch my channel, it surprises nobody what my political opinions are, because I feel like I make my values pretty damn clear in my content, whether it's about voting or not, or participating in civic life or not, because we're not a voting only household. It's radish time. Okay, early vote equals true. Oh, damn it, I forgot to edit the default response. Let me go back and do that in the last one. It's just like so, it's just like changing like 5 fields 51 times. And then if you forget to change one of the fields, it's like ruin. Jackie's kind of new but won't troll. You know what? I feel like I have seen you in the chat, and I trust that that is the case. I think I'm a pretty trusting person, but just if you openly come to be a dick, why? All right, let me change this. No results found. Message. It's not 5 fields, it's 8 fields. Let's be exact about the map. It's very annoying. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Clone it. And turn it into a Dropbox locator. Edit details. 2020. We had to start dating these because people would like open up their 2018 ones and be like, why isn't it right? Well, it's 2018. We'll make you a 2021. And I'll title it as such so you know next time around that's what it is. Okay. That one's done. 3 more. All right, eat a pear. I'm really looking forward to that pear. Can't eat a pear while I'm doing this because I'm gonna get my keyboard sticky, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants lip balm. All right, we're so close. You hear the rain in here? It's so nice. I'm enjoying that it's been raining for the last week, although not so much because of how. Wait, did I? No, I did this for the last one because I checked for the previous one, because every time I change the response format from XML to text, I'm like, did I do that for the last one? Okay, let's do. Wait, did I had to. Now I'm just like paranoid that I've forgotten to do this thing for all of the other ones. So that's what happens every time I set up another new one from scratch. I'm like, did I do this for the last one? Yes, probably I did, because I cloned an old one. And it was already there for it to work last time. Wait, you know what I like about all of you is that you're very kind to each other. And I appreciate that. All right, makes me feel really proud of the audience I built, because you're just nice people. I should say caring. I think nice is overrated. Can be used as a substitute for being not standing up for yourself or your values. Kindness and niceness are different things. (2020) early vote. Locator, and we put in the early vote link. Parameter. And update. Another one done. 2 more. We're getting so close. We started this with 14 to do. That's taken me an hour and a half. God bless. I set up the first one here. It's going to make everything else so much easier. Yes, I love it when I've set up the first one. starting to rain hard now. Yeesh. I'm not reading the chat right now, so sorry for asking questions or talking about serious things. What I'm thinking about right now is that there's a new Ariana Grande album tomorrow, and I'm excited about it. I should have worn my Ari sweatshirt. I voted in my Ari sweatshirt. It's the coziest sweatshirt I own. I feel like it's the most incongruous thing about me is I'm like, I love emo music, but also Ariana Grande. But I also feel like she's got like a very emo sensibility in certain ways. You know, she's a sad girl. What are you looking forward to? Maybe tell me that in the chat, because I think we could all use things. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the URL parameter for Dropboxes. So we can add drop_off equals true. And then that will be Dropboxes. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Oh, everyone's having a serious discussion about diversity and tolerance in the chat, and I'm like, Ariana Grande. I'm glad that you were continuing to discuss with each other while I try to get this done and try not to read the comments too much because I am so close to being finished with this task. And also, I haven't read enough about what you're all saying to know how I feel or what I want to say. That's not. Don't always have to have something to say. This is bureaucracy, as they say. Hello. Hi, Oxford Grammar School. Someone asked me to say hi. Is it Amirhan? Tell me if I am pronouncing that incorrectly, because it is very important for me to get names right. All right. This is the last one. I'm so close to finishing this test. It's only taken me an hour and a half. Although I was like, it'll take 1 to 2 hours, and that's right there, isn't it? Look at me estimating time correctly, a thing that I never do. Knock wood, and now it's going to take me like an hour to do this last one. 2020 Dropbox locator. Oh, I really need to finish this soon because I have other things that I need to do before my fin bake tonight. This is, oh, it's because I didn't have that selected. That'll do it. This seems wrong. And indeed it was. Oh, shoot. What have I done? What have I? Okay. Format text. Wait, I need to change the parameters. Assign some parameters. Okay. Stephanie's going to go to class. Thanks for being here, Stephanie. I appreciate your presence. Katrina's making some chai. Raina's making some peppermint tea. I finished some green tea. It's from a black-owned tea shop in Brooklyn called Brooklyn Tea. And it's like cherry blossom and rose flavored, and it is incredible. Maybe I'll have another cup of that when I finish this with my pear that I'm going to eat. Edit details. I'm going to eat a snack in like 5 minutes. So close to being done setting these up. And then I have to email everybody and be like, they're set up. Go forth and locate the polls. And the Dropbox is not really about locations. It is always so stressful to me because we use the Google Civic API and they get their data complete like today, which is why I'm doing it right now. In many states, like if you tried to look up a polling place locator on the API yesterday, it wasn't ready. And that scares me that it takes so long, but it's like, it's also effective because most people don't look up their polling place until like right before they go to vote, which is wild to me, but you know, people are busy. They have lots of things to think about and do. Is there not an official polling place info site? Ooh. There are for different states. And there's a lot of people who work to compile them, like vote.org, iwillvote.com. But I am making it so that the organizations that I work with can text their subscribers and be like, hey, did you look up the polling place? You could text back your address and we'll send it to you. And then they send it via text message, which is just like, it's just another way. It's just another way to get the information. And people like to text. I mean, less and less so because there's so many, I could go on my rant about the types of text messaging. I work on the kind that you have to sign up for, not the kind that random people text you from the voter file, which is important, but I think it's overdone. And so like too many organizations are doing it and then everybody gets like 12 texts. But if they got like 2 texts, it would work really well. But we're abusing the medium. Yeah, and yeah, last minute changes happen really frequently, which is why I'm doing this on October 29th to be like, look at your polling place. Did I just do the Dropbox locator? What have I done? What have I done? Oh, I just titled this the wrong thing. I'm like, I'm not done with this one. I know I'm not. I just started. Price. Locator. This is a lo-fi song that's based on Leaves from the Vine from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Right there in those fields. Okay, update that, and then I should be able to clone the last 2. Clone. And then early vote. Change the early vote equals true. Update. And then we'll do the Dropbox. Maybe I'll hang out with you for like 5 minutes before I go off to venture into my electronic mails. Good details. We will call this one Dropbox. We will change the URL parameter to drop_off equals true. God bless. All right, I did it. I did all of them. I did all 14. And now I have to email everybody and tell them it's there. And then they'll all ask me for like a change for their special Snowflake situation, and I'll set it up for them. Thank you all for hanging out with me while I did that, because God, I've been dreading it for so long. Does phone banking have the same problem of being overdone and less effective? I mean, like, yes, people complain about being called too much. People just generally complain about being contacted to vote. However, it works. I think it's less of a problem with text than text, because most of the time people don't answer the phone. So you have to call them like 10 times to get them once. But if you text them 10 times, they get all 10 of those texts. Like, think about the last time you didn't read a text that you got. And I like, obviously I like specifically work in political texting. I believe in it. It just has to be done strategically. And that's my job, is to help people do it strategically, and also to set them up their little locators and just answer their technical questions. We try and yeah. yeah, I do try to tell people, like, well, stop calling if you vote. You get taken off the list. But, you know, some people, like, there's always even people who are crappy about being told to vote or being called by anybody, and, like, it is what it is. As I've seen said about the internet, I would rather be annoying for the next 5 days than sad for the next 5 years. Yeah. Anybody else have something that they want to? I'm just gonna hang out until like the end of the hour because I intended to take this whole 2 hours to do it, and I'm done. Yeah, if you're still looking things to look forward to, what are you all looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the pear I'm gonna eat because I'm a dork. Jackie's looking forward to starting their master's in January and wading through a pond in the rain in Massachusetts, surveying a type of rare fish. That's cool. Vivian's coming back to say hello again before going to text bank for Jamie Harrison. Nice. Aaron's looking forward to Halloween. I also am. My girlfriend's parents sent our dog a costume, so we're gonna dress Darcy up like a dinosaur. Oh, maybe I'll put Darcy in the dinosaur suit for a Sunday fun bank. Yeah, Bree, what happened is somebody named David in Texas wrote down your phone number on his photo registration, and oops. History of Witchcraft Library event. That sounds cool. I'll look that up. All right, I think I'm gonna go make myself some tea and eat a snack and answer my emails. And thank you for helping me get that done. I really appreciate it. That was hanging over my head for a very long time. It's been one of those things, like, you know, when you have an item on your to-do list that, like, every day you put it on your to-do list and it's there for like 3 weeks. And I finally got it done. I'm like so relieved. All right. Thanks everybody. I appreciate you. I trust that you'll all vote or have voted and will tell your friends and family to vote, and you'll look up your polling place locator in the link below, or maybe from one of my clients' texts if you get them. And I also trust that you will have a snack and have some water and take care of yourself, because we got to be okay on November 4th. That is what I am trying to remind myself to do. We got to be okay because the work will not be done. All right. Goodbye.